Blessings and greetings to all my listeners and viewers out there in the Primal 4K app. Fit FM 96.7, Facebook, YouTube, the World Wide Web. I want to welcome you all to another exciting episode of Primal Sports Center. I'm your host, Dale.
And I'm Kane the Shrub Watson. And it's good to be back. You know, we've been away for a bit.
Yeah.
Last week we didn't have a show due to some tournament participation.
Yeah.
Before that, I was absent again. So I was saying to myself yesterday, I feel like I don't want to play quite a bit. I haven't seen the fellas around. You know, the life been lifing.
Yeah.
Peter's been away. I've been away.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been busy.
Yes.
So it's good to be back. And you know, I'm sorry for a bit of.
Yeah.
You know,
I know people look forward to Primal Sports
or
every Saturday at this time.
our
So,
key
no,
Primal listeners.
I have to apologize to our
Definitely.
listeners out there, you know.
I miss y'all. I miss doing all of this and presenting each week. So without you and without us, all the show can't go on.
Exactly.
So we're back on track. We have a lot to look forward to.
Yes.
Especially what happened earlier last week, and we're looking forward to this week. And to kick things off,
Other than the biggest sport in the world?
football.
Football. Yes, football.
And everybody's buzzing around if Lionel Messi will come to Jamaica on March the 13th, as Inter Miami and Cavaliers are locked in a round of 16 battle in the CONCACAF Champions Cup. This is our region's Champions League within our region. So top clubs that qualify from each country battle in the CONCACAF region, and you'll have your overall CONCACAF champion.
So you say you think Messi is gonna come to Jamaica?
I would sure hope so.
You sure hope so?
The second leg, the first leg ended 2-0, which was played on March 6th, Thursday, with a goal from Luis Suarez in the 83rd minute and Tadio Alande in the 61st minute. So it was a nil-all battle up to halftime. Cavaliers played well, but in the end, the firepower of Miami FC prevailed. But still a good outing for Cavalier. And the second leg should be interesting because, you know, Inter Miami will look to close the leg off as Cavaliers will look to the home crowd to push forward and even get an early goal and make a deal out of this whole Champions Cup tie. But with the likes of Luis Suarez, Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, all playing in the first leg, I mean, that's basically like a mini Barcelona.
Barcelona team, yeah.
So even if Lionel Messi doesn't come and play, the whole idea or prospect of him actually coming is a big buzz. And I think the stadium will be, if not filled to capacity, probably at least 80% capacity, because I'm looking forward to it. I want to go. I mean, Cavaliers on this historic run, I mean, round of 16 shows that, I mean, some level of football is playing.
Of course. And
Cavaliers proving that Mount Pleasant can push on, or a humble line on it guns, but
yeah, I think this is a big deal for Cavaliers.
I think it's highlighted out there in the public.
Yeah. And even in terms of the compensation, it's big money them getting, win or lose.
And even to, I mean, sell tickets, how much are tired of this caliber in Jamaica, whereas I said, I name the likes of those people.
And trust me though, I hear you say 80%.
At least, minimum.
If Messi comes to this I think down to the arena will be packed.
Outside,
both the indoor, them have to set up a TV for the indoor and the regular arena plus the stadium.
I'll have to make a call or Mr. Peter, find some links.
Yeah.
Bring on the helicopter and you have a flywheel. We have to reach the stadium somehow. Cause
man.
Trust me, Lionel Messi is probably the greatest athlete of our generation, not only in football.
Yeah.
And his
one off, Peter, you don't have to look at what we mean one off.
His brand,
but he's up there.
But he's span across the whole world.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about it. Which personality is bigger than Lionel Messi across the whole world?
Well, it's
not
tough.
only sporting, but overall.
Overall? But at this moment, it's tough.
Michael Jordan alone.
Probably MJ is
before you know Muhammad Ali. In the social media era.
I think MJ is the biggest.
Imagine MJ in a social media era.
Yeah.
You'd be even bigger.
Yeah.
MJ, he span across the whole world. The whole Jordan is the shoe wear.
Yeah, man.
Everything Air Jordan. I mean, movies. But in this generation,
it's Messi.
Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm thinking across the board.
His
NFL
number.
isn't that a big of a sport.
Hey, LeBron come up close, second and
LeBron,
third.
LeBron, Kobe, but
Curry and
Curry,
LeBron, yeah,
but
yeah.
football is the world sport.
Definitely Messi is number one.
Messi's number one.
In this time now,
Messi
Messi is number one.
So for
You know.
him to grace the shores of Jamaica and even sit on the bench, I mean, he's a part of the team. He should sit on the bench.
Yeah.
You can imagine Messi on the bench and running on the track, in the track.
Yeah, man.
They're redoing the track now, but we'll talk about track and field later. Messi warming up on that track, and you see the fans just reel up, and that's not for the actual game on the pitch.
Yeah.
I mean, I would want to be in the stadium for that.
You know, it will be. Trust me, it will be a spectacle.
Players like Busquets, Suarez, these are players who grew up and play on FIFA,
Yeah.
or watch on TV competing.
Exactly.
And I'm saying for them to come to Jamaica, and one of them definitely will play.
Of course.
I mean, I think it's a great spectacle and
Yeah. And
something to behold. So on March 13th, that will be the second leg, and hopefully Cavaliers can make a meal out of it.
yeah.
And then now it goes 2-2, and then you see Messi come on 73rd minute and score a hat trick, and we'll be like, oh. Although we don't want Cavaliers to win still, but
Yeah.
I mean.
But Rudolph Speed doing a good job too, though. What do you think about Rudolph Speed? I hear people shouting out, that Rudolph Speed deserve the Reggae Boys job, based on what he's doing at Cavaliers.
I don't know about the
the
Reggae
type of
Boys.
football.
Just so you know.
I don't know about Reggae Boy's job, but he has to get credit.
Yeah.
Kudos goes to him
Doing
and
a
his
good
Cavalier
job.
output because
What about the style of play that they're playing, the team itself?
and reaching this far.
Yeah.
Reaching this far, I mean, with the quality of players, with each round, the competition gets tougher and tougher. And Cavaliers playing like they have a culture. As you know, we have
them have
interviewed them
a
before.
system.
They
Yeah.
have a system. Under 13, under 15 come straight up, and it can only show us that he has a blueprint of success.
Yeah.
He's always in the mix, whether he's losing in the finals or in that competition. He's
And
there at the
always
forefront.
using young players as well. It's
Definitely,
always young schoolboys are on the brink, just leaving school, but it's always a young team that Mr. Speed
I
have
know,
there at
if
Cavaliers.
everybody like you, something is wrong. And if everybody hates you, something is definitely wrong.
Yeah.
So you have to take the pros with the cons. And definitely this man has
I think in this time that we're living in now, I think if everybody hates you, I think you're doing something right.
Sounds like you're the most hated.
I'm just saying. I think you have more
something about-
haters now more than anything else. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we have a fair share of haters out there.
Yeah, you know it go.
Somebody
Yeah.
even listening right now.
Of course.
Back to those people, when I said, hate it or love it, what he's doing is definitely immense success and something that should be highlighted.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, Cavaliers, FC. Growing up, Cavaliers was somewhat of a mediocre club. Playing in, was it Major League?
Yeah, it was a
No.
media. Yeah. It wasn't
No,
a brand name like
wasn't-
Boys Town and
That was way back when.
Way
That-
back when,
in my
yeah.
uncle them days, back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
But then in the 90s, 2000s,
Arnett Garden, Tivoli.
Cavaliers drop off, and now Cavaliers now is the leading team, so to say,
Yeah.
in local Jamaica. And to reach round of 16, playing a tough Inter Miami side. And I keep repeating the names. You hear the names?
Yeah.
Lionel Messi, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba, Luis Suarez, one of the best strikers in our
That's the one who
generation.
like to bite like Tyson? Yeah. Suarez. Yeah, man.
Suarez, yeah. He
Yeah,
scored
man.
the second goal.
Yeah,
so,
man.
and that was a crucial goal. If the match ended 1-0, I swear it would have been a more interesting tie. But yet still 2-2 is not a scoreline you can't overturn.
Of course.
And I say, in the National Stadium, and I'm sure the fans will be out there, if Cavaliers can pull back an early goal, get into the halftime with a 1-0 lead, you never can tell.
And the ball is round, and
round.
I think they have enough talent to overcome this 2-2
And I
deficit.
wanted more so to see that little number 10
Yeah.
get up off the bench probably
Yeah.
and warm up.
Yeah, man. I think they should. They're gonna push for him
If
to
Lionel Messi
come.
play that bigger than Vibes Cartel, that's it.
I don't know about that.
That's bigger than Freedom Street. If Lionel Messi grace the pitch,
Sorry, but
No,
grace the pitch. If Lionel Messi grace the pitch,
Peter, you sure? You
If
sure?
Lionel
With
Messi
all of
grace
these
the
kids,
pitch.
with all of these kids in Jamaica,
there
that
are more cartel fans than football fans.
No,
Impossible. Not this one.
Not this
Not this one.
All of the ladies them love cartels.
Yeah, but not this
But the
one.
ladies them know about Lionel Messi.
Of course.
Football a world sport, man. Come
Listen,
on.
man, the kids them from the school alone,
Yeah.
them gonna pressure them parents.
They want to go into the stadium.
Yeah, them go. Everybody
Because
gonna pressure them
6-year-olds,
parents.
8-year-olds.
Yeah, man,
9-year-olds
everybody.
in the stadium, huh?
Can you see all them
In
jerseys?
Inter Miami
Everybody have
jersey.
them jersey, you know.
All
When
the
them a
kids.
yeah, all the kids have
have-
Messi jersey.
I got one.
I said,
You have one too.
okay. I have a Barca jersey too.
Yeah.
So I've seen ladies out in public in an Inter Miami jersey, in a Messi shirt. I'm like, do they even know about football? They just know that it's Messi.
It's Messi.
I'm sure they don't watch an Inter Miami match.
Yeah,
And I've seen Messi jerseys.
probably
all
don't,
over.
they don't even know what football is really. They probably
Well,
they
they
don't see
don't-
this thing.
but I get what you're saying.
They don't even know.
And a lot of kids you see in Argentina. number
Of course.
10, Barcelona number 10.
Yeah, man.
Inter Miami number
That's all the kids talk about in school. Messi. That's all they talk about.
Messi.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's
Looking forward
it's
to
a
it.
spectacle, and we're definitely looking forward to it. And I said that is March 13th,
Yeah.
which is in 5 days, so that
Yeah.
will be on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So Thursday at National Stadium, gonna be lit.
All right.
Yeah, well, and even so, we're bringing Cavaliers, but it's great to see the legends of the game come out there and play, and we sit back and watch it every time on TV. And for some of them to come now, even though they're not in their prime,
Yeah.
to come and see
We
them
get to
play.
see them live.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
Busquets
yeah.
turning in the middle of the park, making 6-yard passes.
Yeah.
Suarez, and Jamaica and them want to rough them up same way.
Of
You know how I burn a football.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the pretty reggae boy style, where, I tiki taka.
Yeah. All right. Speaking about the reggae boys, now we have we call this good news.
Good, great news.
Great news. Mason Greenwood about to switch over to represent Jamaica and the Reggae Boys. So he said this is good news
Yeah, Carl.
for the team.
Official news. Mason
Yeah.
Greenwood has formally requested to switch his international allegiance to Jamaica, ruling out any future appearance for England, according to FA Chief Executive Mark Bullingham. And that is one news. So it's been around, it's in the Observer, it's in the Gleaner. So Mason Greenwood has formally requested to play for the Reggae Boys.
Yeah.
So finally, after these years, is Mason Greenwood in from Coach Halgrimson days. What I forget Mason Greenwood, and definitely he's a top talent and playing top football in Marseille right now in
yeah.
the French league, scoring goals. I mean, starting up that league, and we know about even his presence before in the Manchester United setup, and he's definitely a top talent, and he's young.
Yeah. And I think it's the right time to, because World Cup is next year.
We just we're
And
talking about just before the show.
World Cup will be next year. So this is about the right time for him to come in and gel. And he's a professional, top class player. So I don't think he'll have to make that amount of adjustment to coming into our squad.
Get the ball
Like,
to Mason Greenwood.
let's get the ball to him.
And if Mason Greenwood don't have it, DeMar Gray would probably have it.
So how long you think before this can actually
I mean, to me, all this stuff is just a pen and paper or a click of a button,
Yeah,
In this day and age,
let's make two calls.
in this day and age, if somebody wants to play for Jamaica or play for a country or switch,
Why should take that?
why it should take more? I think it should.
Once
take,
it's within the rules,
once
obviously
it's
you
within
can't
the
represent
rules,
the country
and him go
within
through
certain
all of that
timeline.
already.
Yeah.
Push paperwork, get background, all of that. I
So-
think it shouldn't take more than 3
There's a
hours.
peak and all of them for us come deal with the thing, let's sign off and get
I
things
think
going.
It shouldn't take more than 3 hours.
3 oh.
But
I agree.
I mean,
I agree.
process and
Yeah, man.
official
Yeah, man.
is
Yeah, man.
official at not more than a week.
Yeah. So,
Officially, you
so-
can get all this paperwork done in a week. In this day and age,
yeah, it should be less. It should be way less.
come on, right now, I can video call anywhere in the world. If you
Yeah.
probably have Mars, you probably have Signal. Where you can video call.
Of course. You can see the stones and Mars from
So,
here. Yeah.
what is it there
Yeah.
now?
It should have been a hold up, right?
What paperwork?
Yeah, man, and
You
call
just
it
put
a
on
day.
paper, take a picture.
So
take a passport.
so when is our next friendly or international? We have any coming up?
Should I need to double check that, but
Yeah.
international break is always on the horizon. I think sometime in April.
So Mason Greenwood for our next match should be representing the country if we
serious.
if we're serious about qualifying for World Cup.
Well, even not even represent, but should be in the setup.
Yeah.
All this paperwork and all of this should be finalized before, if things are serious and moving along. I don't see what is the issue, what is the hold up. In this day and age, right now you can send a fax. Right? You don't even need to be present to take a picture.
Exactly.
To take a picture, you can send it to your phone.
Yeah. So hope that this thing can get processed real quick.
Pick up with a passport. And
So what difference is
FedEx.
all right? What difference now? Mason going go. What? How much of a difference Mason Green will
And again, I was speaking to somebody earlier in the week.
within the
and
Reggae
somebody,
Boys
and somebody
setup?
asked me, realistically, what chances do you give the Reggae Boys to qualify for the World Cup? And I was saying to myself, 70% no, 30% yes. And reason being,
70% no.
no.
In terms of us qualifying
I don't-
with
70%.
Mason Greenwood in the setup.
With Mason Greenwood, I think we'll move to 35, 65. I might tip the scales a bit, but the
Yeah.
reason why I said is Jamaica's problem is not that we're short on talent. I think we have talent across the park. I think the problem we have.
Do we
and
have a leader though on the park?
That's why I'm
On
leading
the pitch.
to.
Okay.
That's why I'm
Okay.
leading to.
Okay.
And there's a comparison is a thief of joy. But yet still, you have to compare, and you have to compare to what has happened before and success. The blueprint. I know things and times change. Reggae Boys back in '98 was a different setup,
Yeah. Yeah.
different coach, different style of football. Football has evolved a bit to where it is now, but yet still certain things remain the same. What is the formula for winning success? Train hard. Train harder than everybody else. How can you get good with something if you don't put out the effort?
Yeah.
And you don't have to be in sports. It can be in a relationship.
Yeah,
It can be in your electrical company.
Yeah.
It can be in
Yeah, man. Anything.
coaching, anything. You have to
Anything.
put in the work. You have to research.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I hear Peter talk about electrical stuff. I'm like, yo, Peter know him stuff, you know?
Oh, we never
But me and
believe.
Pe-
We never believe Peter.
No, but
no.
me and Peter always talk about table tennis.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yo,
I-
Peter
I-
don't know the TT, man. And we know the TT.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand?
yeah.
When we see Peter talk with, and Peter be like, they come to Peter and be like, so, boom, bam, 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 bam. And
Yeah.
Peter's like, yo, man, I say, yo, yeah, you get that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Peter.
I'm actually no
Yeah,
for electrical.
Yeah, and I think he was a table tennis player.
Yeah.
So to give you an example.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So-
True.
So with this now and the Reggae Boys now, it's not that we're short on talent. But I think that we don't have a unison group. I think the group is subdivided. You have these players over here, these players over there. And time together. No, they only come together at international break, play a couple of matches and go back to their club.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking that. That's their work. They have to work. They have to feed their families. But back then, with the 98 system, as Rene Simmons, we interviewed Rene Simmons before, and he said he had them playing matches. We interviewed Carl Brown. And we got an insight of how the Reggae Boys.
Yeah.
they-
Or them
they-
gel together.
how they
But
gel
but
together.
as you just say, you know that can't happen now.
It's tough for you.
Yeah.
No.
So
But
that
in
means
other countries, I think it
we're gonna
happens.
need a leader then, with a high EQ,
So
somebody who can get the Englishman them and the local man them to unite in such a way with them energy.
But
So
even
we need
I
a
don't think
leader.
I don't even think it's English versus local.
You don't think
it's
so?
It's just.
I
kind
think
of split up.
I think a lot to do with that as well. A little piece of it is to do with them I get all the time
I've
because
been
you
on the
come
road
in
and
the
I've
squad.
seen some of these individuals at parties and you ever sit over here, you ever sit over here, and next sit
That
over
shouldn't be.
here. I'm like,
As a team.
as a team, when you go
yeah.
and be like, oh,
Yeah.
all of the Reggae Boys should be in one section. I mean,
Well-
if we go on the road as a table tennis team,
All of we gonna be in the same
except
section.
for you gonna be, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
You gonna be like, Peter, you see there? I can't find you.
Yeah.
So we just expect that from you.
Yeah. But generally,
But
everybody
generally speaking,
will be.
Yeah, we probably might leave together and reach the party together.
Yeah,
but these
yeah.
people don't even leave and say, all right.
Them don't link up. Them don't link up. So you can say, yo.
The DJ and the mic probably like, oh, big up over there, so I'm big up.
Yeah, yeah.
But even on the pitch, you can see where it's like some players play like for each other versus some
Over the other side. Yeah, yeah. I
while
get
some
you.
you see some bleed for the red, black, and gold. Sorry, the word, I said red.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Rasta colors.
Yeah.
Black, green, and gold.
Black, green, and gold.
But-
Yeah, man.
And to me, that is the difference. But you're saying it's tougher to do in these days. But
I think it's tough. I think the personality. I think, as you said, if Mason Greenwood I think Mason have to be the man who can
You
get
like-
everybody and unify the whole
give
the
it
whole
that Dan
team.
Burton spark.
Yeah,
When
man.
Dan
Yeah,
Burton came on
yeah,
board,
man, and get everything. So
Sorry,
once
and
winning make everybody get together too. Once you
yeah,
start to
once you
win
start
and
winning.
things start rolling,
Get
everybody's
results.
kind of.
And then with the coach at hand as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, man. So,
So I think that is the main issue. If we can get things together, work as a unit,
Mm.
and go out there, sacrifice for the team, sacrifice for each other, you can't be late
you know that
for the boss and then feel like you're right.
I-
You can't
I-
be doing interviews saying this and that.
And
Keep,
Referring to a player in particular.
you have to keep things,
Yeah.
certain things internal. I'm not saying you can't speak out,
Yeah.
but you have to deal with certain things internal before it becomes public.
yeah, as a leader, you're right, because as a
That's
leader,
all I want
he
to
was
go.
supposed to be a leader.
Yes.
We're talking Leon Bailey.
Yes.
So he was supposed to be a leader, but I don't think he's that type of you know, like a Maradona. Everybody could know that Maradona would galvanize everybody.
Yeah. But
You know,
look
and
towards Maradona.
yes,
Look towards
everybody
Messi.
look towards him, and no matter if you and the next man are if once Maradona come in, everybody is united.
Yeah.
Maradona had that presence, and Messi developed that kind of over time.
I see
Him
where-
developed, because he was never like that.
Yeah.
So him developed that, and I think that is what the reggae boys need. Somebody like that, that command respect, and
think
and
that
that
can
can.
do?
I'm hoping that it is going to be Mason Greenwood.
I think he's too young for that.
He's too young.
I think Andre Blake, Damian Lowe.
I don't think Andre Blake and Damien Lowe no they
It has to be a more experienced person. I don't think a newbie can come in and get or demand that respect.
no, but
And
you
the
have to look at it
Jamaica.
different, you know. Even though he's young and he's a newbie, he's international. He's above
But
everybody in terms of
Michelangelo-
level.
Michelangelo
No, in
is
terms of
different.
level, they will look
But
at.
some people might not think that.
No, come on.
Meaning,
No,
not that as fans, as players themselves.
As players, well, if you
I
really,
imagine, look at the position he will play, are supposed to play.
yeah.
You have Demar Gray, you have Leon Bailey, you have Michelangelo.
But that's gonna
where will he
come.
fit in?
That will come.
Somebody has to sit out.
Yeah, but him coming in, as I say, if he has that high EQ about him, he will understand the dynamics of all of that. You know what I mean?
I think he's still young.
You think him still too young?
too young.
So that means we're in trouble then.
That's what I'm saying.
We're in
65,
trouble.
we're in
That
trouble.
means we're in trouble then.
We're in trouble.
So if we do, you have to have that person, you know.
And I think the only leaders that can come on or will be on the pitch could be Andre Blake or Damon Lowe.
But they've been there, and it don't seem to they still look
I think
segregated to me.
personalities need to get in check, and people need to sacrifice.
But that's what I'm
for
saying.
the
But
team.
we need a player that can command that respect.
Yeah.
And not only the respect, but hopefully work with you and work with him and get everybody going in the same direction. You need that type of player.
Yeah.
So I was hoping that it would have been Mason.
Sports is
Team
a lot.
sports. Yeah.
Team sport, individual sport is more
Yeah.
mental than people think.
Yeah, it
You
is.
can have all the talent in the world, and you have to have more to you mentally than what goes on out there in the actual play. When you face adversity,
Yeah, man.
because you're going to come up on tough opponents, you're going to come up on bad matches, or you respond to bad matches, or you respond to your coach talking to you
Yeah.
publicly in front of
Yeah.
the whole team, or
Yeah.
out there in public. You might get in your feelings and be like, coach, take me for you, that, you know.
'Cause obviously, we're dismissing the coach, right? We're obviously dismissing the coach already
take care
in
of-
terms of that type of personality.
Coach take care of 55 minutes in the game. The next game you go out there, you feel like you must be individualistic and show the coach, say, oh,
And you're the
and
man.
then you just play selfish. Or you go out there and be like, you know, so I'm going to show coach my work hard and get back defensively. Now work for the team. That's why Bobby Reid to me will always be in the team, you know. Because Bobby Reid sacrificed for the team.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think, even so we all said Bobby Reid, I think his best position is playing
Wing back.
back.
Yeah.
But,
I think so.
but we need the personnel out there to allow him to play
Yeah.
wing back.
Yeah,
Who
because
gonna do the dirty
if we
work?
get Mason Greenwood, him can always play wing back.
Even if we don't get Mason Greenwood,
But I think him should be playing wing back.
And we have, you know, the talent that we have work. I mean, Lattibody here work hard. He need to work more on him in passing game, but yet still he play hard. Damon Lowe, you know, he want to make the final pass.
You will be so surprised, you know, when you start to get confidence and the team start to gel. All of these players, skill level just go up, you know. In terms of how they play, everybody start pass the ball better. You'll be so surprised how everybody just improve. That's how improve, but it actually them start express themselves in a more.
You see, you know, a team goal, a defensive tackle, and you see where, you know, you high five each other, you score, everybody run to it.
Energy start build up
Energy,
and positive energy
You
and
have to get that going forward. And even so, if you look at our opponents, I think Panama have a unison. I think they play together and know each other.
if we don't,
I think Costa Rica has that.
we might pick up a thriller from Panama. That I want to tell you.
I'm just saying the teams that
A Panama team good enough.
And
Panama playing good football.
More talent than us.
No, but they're playing good football.
Why they playing good football?
The team, because they're playing like a team.
Playing like a team, and it's
Yeah,
a team sport.
and they have they play around their strengths as well. You know,
So
they have a
even-
specific
no
way
matter
how
how
they
good
individually.
individually Mason Green comes in with his individual talent.
How old is Mason Greenwood? He's what?
23,
23.
24. So
You know, sometimes
And this is the cycle.
sometimes
We
you have
don't
some
want to
you have
play-
some young youth who are among young in age but old in terms of mentality.
been
You
around
know?
probably for 10 years now.
Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
He's got a major suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm supposed
what
to.
he's doing now is top tier.
I am betting on Mason Greenwood to galvanize the whole Jamaica team. I'm betting on him. Once we get him into the setup, I'm betting on Mason Greenwood to have us
Because Liam
playing
Bailey
better
scoring a
football.
Champions League goal for Aston Villa earlier in the week. So
Yeah, somebody have to get you to Bailey as well too, because
Ethan
him need
Pinnock
to.
playing
I think
today.
Leon Bailey need to change in terms of his personality.
have a
him-
team, set up a
yeah,
team.
man. Yeah, man. Bailey need for change, man. Him need to realize that he's not bigger than the team, I should say. You know, everybody is one. You have to move as a unit. You know that's a major difference between American football. The culture in American football is that everybody
And the
go
culture-
in the same way. You know.
You and Fergie came on the show a few weeks ago and talked about the culture.
Yeah.
And after the show, I was thinking to myself that you guys have a point
Mm-hmm.
in terms of the culture thing. But yet still, we have our own culture, but we need to be even more professional in our culture.
Yeah, we
as
need
well.
to be more
The whole
together.
laid-back thing,
Yeah.
Panama, them are going to play gritty.
Costa Rica,
Costa Rica,
Honduras,
Guatemala.
El Salvador. I can continue. I can go on and on. These teams are what we are dismissing.
Yeah.
The El Salvador and them like a team there. The Honduras.
And even so, we have, as I said, when is our next out match? We have a CONCACAF Gold Cup qualification preliminary round against St. Vincent, Friday, March 21st and the 25th of March. But even though that's preliminary round qualification, we still see mostly local footballers and players
Yeah.
come out and represent Jamaica. And even in these ties coming up, we can see who looking forward to, who going to break in the team. And competition is always good for the team. If you have a Mason Greenwood, if Mason Greenwood come in hot, right, you think going to happen.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm betting on Mason Greenwood.
So
I
I,
just hope
said
that we
I give
can.
my chances for Jamaica qualifying for the World Cup. I say at this point, I'm in between 65-70% no.
No. Okay.
It's gonna be tough. But I believe more than you guys. I think you guys give the reggae boys more slack than me. But
Yeah. I've been saying it from the last year that we have no chance. But now that I see Mason is going to come to represent our country, I kind of have a 50-50 shot now for me.
50-50.
I think it's
Wow.
50-50,
With
you know?
one signing.
Yeah, with one signing, it's 50-50.
Okay.
You know, big baller come in and I just hope, it's not just the baller part I worried about. I want him to come in with certain type of mentality and maturity. I think maturity
And
is what
farm.
I'm looking for from him to come in with the team.
Farm
you know?
is farm. You mean farm.
Exactly. All right, people, we reach the midway point. It's time for sports commentary. Hold on. Go ahead, Peter. Go ahead. Take it away. You look
Salam.
like he's a Muslim,
Salam
right?
alaikum.
Salam
Salam
alaikum.
alaikum. Alaikum salam. Greetings. Came in a far distance to greet you guys. I was away last week. As you can tell, I was in the Holy Caliphate of Dubai on some personal business, and I guess we'll talk about it later on. But I just wanted to say to you guys that, as God is my witness, it is good to be here among you all. Yeah. Beat the Schwab. Primal have a feature coming up where Kane Watson, high degree of reliability in most sports. And getting less in one particular sport, but we'll talk about it another time. So, because I hear the Schwab got beaten recently, and we're going to ask him about it at some point. It's going to be mentioned because normally he's a man with a very good record of dominance in Jamaica. And it's good to see a young student of the coach finally breaking the glass ceiling. That ceiling is an almost impenetrable barrier, because I remember one youth issued a warning. He's coming for Peter and Kane. because those guys know where the high water bar is, you know. And so having broken it, I hope it's not just a one reach above. I'm not sure if recent contracts that Mr. Watson has gotten with a company, I don't remember the name of the company, might have reduced his options for equipment. I don't know. We are going to find out at some point, don't? We're going to find out.
It's a one-hit wonder.
Yes. Yes. So along with my two P&P friends here, we will find out at what point what is going on. But anyway, here the next thing now. So we have a feature called Beat the Schwab. And on our Primal Sports Facebook page, we'll be posting the Schwab's choices for the most significant players of the week. Whether it be in basketball, this man is an expert on so many things. Football, soccer, or whatever it is. And then we challenge you, the audience, to post your contrary views or your agreeing views with the Schwab. And then let's see how well you do the next week. But one thing I'm sure of, there's a big question being asked right now. Will Messi play? There was one point I saw that they had stopped selling tickets for grandstand. Did you guys notice that? So in other words, I was far away in the caliphate, and I looked to see if Primal Sports was going to be there, and they suspended ticket sales because they anticipated a deluge of people would want to watch the match. A lot of people, I saw you guys getting all up in your imagination of what it would be like to watch Messi grace the national stadium and all this kind of thing. And you know, I don't want to burst anybody's bubble, but let me just tell you in short terms, Messi will not play. Messi will not come to the grandstand. If you guys think that you're going to pay what you're going to pay or get some primal tickets and then Messi is going to play, Lionel Messi will not play at the stadium. I'll tell you several reasons. But even now, I just checked the Gleaner, the latest news is that Miami team management says that Messi is fatigued, and he's been carrying his fatigue now for at least 3 or 4 matches. And they're going to rest him for all but the most important matches. Now, we Jamaicans have a sense of self that we are important and we are similar to Brazilians and we're tiki-taka and all kind of thing. No, we ain't. No, we ain't. We don't. I've been on some football fields across the world, and the thing they're playing on is not the same thing that we playing on. The surface of our football field, Messi is not going to risk his ankles to play on a field that the ball doesn't run smoothly and that you're unable to slide tackle without tearing up your knees and all this kind of thing. So guys, get it out of your head. I don't think Messi will play. Yes, the others will come and play. They will try and eke out a 1-0 victory. They're already 2 games ahead, you know. They'll try and eke out a 1-0 victory or even a 0-0 draw. Because there was a time when, I remember the Americans didn't even want to come here and play. They called us a goat pen. The stadium field quality has improved though. And Froggy, as a football expert, you will agree that they have improved the grass a little bit, right? But we're still not up to international standard. I'm sorry to burst anybody's bubble. I saw a little bit of the Cavaliers match. And funny enough, you know, when I was on my way out of Jamaica, I ran into, in the VIP lounge, I ran into a Titchfield VIP called Mr. Speed. And we had a little word there and I gave him some tips. And I'm glad he took my advice and I saw the team did really well. And it's time for us to look at a coach like Speed. You know, Speed is technically trained. And it is time that we think that a Jamaican can do it. Jamaicans can do it. Jamaicans who used to think we used to have to go to America to become great runners start to go up UTech and run on grass and produced Orlando Powell, or Asafa Powell, I'm sorry. Produced Asafa Powell and Shelly Ann and all these other players, homegrown.
And Usain Bolt.
And Usain St. Leo Bolt. Produced here in Jamaica with Jamaican coaches. That used to be unthinkable. And I'm telling you that I have seen Mr. Speed. Yes, he has the benefit of having spoken to me. He has the benefit of that talk. But Mr. Speed might want to think about taking the team instead of being a technical director and so on. Might want to take a grip of this team, especially with Mason freaking Greenwood coming into the team. I picture a team with a front line with Mason Greenwood, left-hand guy, Englishman.
DeMar Gray.
Yes. You know, that team
Who else?
With the I can't remember who is the forward I was calling.
Anthony?
No, he's a Jamaican guy who Arnett Gardens guy who played for Crystal.
Oh.
You're Kaim Dixon.
Kaim in the front line. Don't underestimate Kaim Dixon. There's a guy named, and this is not Arthurton from Cavaliers as well, who I thought, what's his name? Atkinson. I think that these guys are A grade. They're not getting a chance. I think that a team with a speedy little forward like that guy gets into the team. And by the way, only a Jamaican coach would give Kahim a chance, you know. Because that Manchester United coach ain't giving Kahim a chance. These guys believe in big forwards. But Kahim is a special type of small forward, like Osvaldo Ardiles and Diego Armando Maradona. These are small guys. Romario was small. Agreed, sir?
Agreed.
These small guys, Kaka was small. These are small guys. And it's going to take a Jamaican to put that small man in the team. Mason Greenwood is having a peach of a season. The man is at 0.67 goals a game. That's a great season, Kane. That's more than every other game this guy is scoring. And he, after coming off a long run and trying to find his place, this is the right time for joining Jamaica. I was frustrated waiting so long for this man to join Jamaica. You guys probably hear me complaining that I'm really tired of hearing about it. But whose position will he take? There's somebody's name I didn't call. Leon would have to sit on my bench and watch the ball and then come in. And then a dominating side, he's a bully. He will come in and bully a team. Don't you agree, Kane?
Yeah.
But he's not going to create structure. He's not going to be no captain. This is not no Robbie Earl, right? Yeah. This is not a man who come into the team and suddenly become the captain of the team. So having said that, I think that we will have blessings if Mason starts and then having observed the pattern, Leon Bailey come in and create mayhem. What a team that would be. I'm looking forward to it. I give it more than 50% odds of qualifying if that team gets to play. Israel Adesanya, UFC champion, recently, like most sportsmen, and this is a sports lesson for you all. Israel Adesanya has earned millions in UFC. At one time, he was called the last style bender, one of the greatest fighters of all time. And recently, he was taken to court by his girlfriend, a South African girl, who happened to be of the fairer complexion, a white girl. It's always a white girl. I don't know why. But she took Adesanya to court in a palimony case, and she wanted half. You know, I don't know why is it when the romance breaks down, the women always want half. But she went to court, and the judge said to her, Miss Charlotte, her name is Charlotte, what do you want? And she says, half. And the judge said, okay, you shall have half. Only thing now, later on it was discovered that Adesanya has no money. His net worth is zero. I swear. And guess what? She had to give Israel Adesanya half. She's worth 5 million. And she had to give Israel Adesanya half her money. Guess where Israel money go? Israel put you heard the story? Yeah. Put all the money in his mother's name. Just like the other guy from Morocco, was it?
Yeah.
Yes. And guys, I don't know if your mothers are all around, but it seemed to be that we have to protect our winnings against those money-grubbing Karens who are taking our money. So tonight, and here is where, the crowd waits with bated breath for me to give my legendary prediction for UFC 313, which takes place at T-Mobile in Las Vegas Arena. The big fight is only one fight I care about, this fight. Yes, Justin Gage is going to fight a man I don't know. I don't like to bet on fights I don't know. So let me tell you what's going to happen. Alex Pereira is going to fight Magomed Ankalaev for the light heavy title. And so I'm about to announce my pick. Obviously, Ankalaev is a Russian type of wrestler. He's a great wrestler. And he will be trying to, the usual grappler versus, he's going to try to take our guy down. To me, Alex Pereira's offense is so great and his escape is decent. So even if there's a round in which Ankalaev managed to hold him, he will not be able to submit him. Usually the first round and the second round are dangerous for you. You guys might not know this, but I do a lot of martial arts, a lot. And when you're dry, you're easier to take down. But I believe that Alex comes in sweating and perspiring, and then they try to take him down. You will not be able to take him down. And then you're going to have to weather the storm. And that storm is a serious storm. Alex has destroyed some other people, including that guy from Czechoslovakia the other day. It's going to be difficult to try to pin Alex. So my prediction, in the third or fourth round, my prediction is that in the third or fourth round, Alex will find the jaw of Ankalev, and it will be good night, sweet prince. So if you are betting and you want to make some money, the odds are not really that. You're not going to make a lot of money, but you'll continue to make steady money if you bet on the sure ones. So Alex Pereira in 3 or 4 rounds tonight. Me say so. So guys, I was away recently, as you are aware, and I attended as a special correspondent the Dubai Open. And in the Dubai Open, I was able to observe quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. And let me tell you, Dubai is a sweet country to visit. Everything there is first world. And in fact, the only thing that is there is that there is a certain discipline that we lack. There's no observable crime and violence. I mean, it's really something to behold. Everything works as it should. Ubers work, they turn up on time. Everything works as it should. But there's an underbelly of workers who probably don't going to the our side of the world. We really have equality. Everybody have a talk. In Dubai, only the men in the sheets and the turbans have a lot of talk. You might have noticed that I have since gotten a turban. Yeah. So I have talk.
It was presented
I have talk in this lesson in this country. But I've observed a well organized tournament. But what I've observed is that in lawn tennis now, there's with Sinner coming out of it, there are really no great players left. I mean, the Joker, I didn't see Zverev. I hear he got hit out early. But what I observe is that Tsitsipas hitting is a bit wild, but Tsitsipas can become the number one in the world. He can become the number one in the world. It sounds funny.
Seen him live.
Yes, I saw the Canadian guy. Felix. I can see the levels. And Tsitsipas is hitting at a level higher than them. His handling of the volleys at the net is not quite there. I see what they complain about when they said the ball isn't ripping like it used to. Now they're going side to side 5-6 times, when in the past it was 2-3 times. And then you can approach the net. So tennis, the ball has become a bit heavy, and the players are exerting a lot. And I'm amazed how the players scamper around. The depth of the shot is very important nowadays. You have to keep the ball deep because the guy is going to approach at the first opportunity. But Tsitsipas, to me, looks like the next man if Sinner doesn't come back and take over the game. I'm not even talking about Carlos and Djokovic. Carlos hasn't lived up to his thing, and Djokovic is physically not up to it. Tsitsipas appears cut above the rest, and so my choice, Tsitsipas of recent, and the winner, Tsitsipas. That's sports commentary. What say you? Yeah.
A lot there, but
I'm sorry. I was a little long, guys.
But that's good though. That's good though.
Because there are a lot of points.
Yeah.
Starting from the last point, I think Tsitsipas is definitely a top talent, but mentally, I think he's just weak.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll.
It was his first tournament win, and he lay down on the ground and said it's his first 500 win. Yeah. But I'm looking at the other competition. Medvedev is getting slower. Medvedev is not hitting as deep as he used to. And I saw him as well. I saw him lose.
And it's always different when you watch it live.
Yeah.
Man,
so seeing it live,
yes,
you have a different perspective than when you're watching it on TV.
The sound and the contact tells you something.
You can see the smaller things.
Yes.
And you mentioned the depth of the shot. Sometimes we can't see that on the TV.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. And even the speed.
But poor Felix had to be scrambling left and right, and eventually could not keep up with the deep hitting of Tsitsipas. There's a new thing I noticed. We used to always try to hit with more and more topspin in lawn tennis. The players, especially Medvedev, hit with less and less because it takes less effort and you keep the ball lower to the net. It's harder to volley. Mm-hmm. So the shots that we learn as basic in lawn tennis, which is to roll over the ball, less people doing it.
Yeah, they're going more flat.
Yes.
Well, I don't think Tsitsipas has that mental fortitude to
that might be true, but
number one.
He has quality, man.
But he has quality.
Yeah.
I mean, and you have quality all over the tour. I think Kasparov.
His backhand, Tsitsipas' backhand, reminds me of Federer's backhand. It's that backhand where if you come too short, it's a blazing shot.
Yeah. But he definitely the talent. But to push past winner slam, be that perennial winner in and out. Even if it's one slam per year.
Yeah.
any career on 6-7 slams, I don't think he'll even get.
Carlos will win in France.
Yeah.
The French. Don't get me wrong.
You think Carlos will win the
Alcaraz will
French?
win in the French. But everything else, Tsitsipas probably. Because
I don't think
But it's
Tsitsipas will
based on
ever
his
win.
victory.
I am telling you that Medvedev done, you know.
I don't
And
think
Joe-
Tsitsipas will ever win a Grand Slam. I don't think he'll ever. I just think
Okay.
he'll falter at some
Mark my
point.
words. Mark my words, sir.
If he wins one, it will be just amazing.
Mark my words, sir.
So, Peter, why such confidence in it? There's a level of how I'm hitting the ball, how I'm playing
you
over.
can tell from the quality of the ground strokes that it's harder to approach him. His service return is decent. The great service returners are Medvedev and Djokovic. They're not going to be around much longer. You understand?
So you think his service return is
Yes,
is-
I even felt that the first serve percentage of people like Felix Auger too low. Felix actually don't have a first serve in it. He has 2 first serves. So he's double faulting a lot. I don't know if they have done the math or what, but I thought he was playing a riskier game. And
Him drop off too as well. He was coming
yes,
up
he's
and
dropped off. He was called the next man before Carlos, if you recall.
So,
Yeah.
And Tsitsipas has been around quite a while.
He's at the right age to become number one.
He's not like he's upcoming.
So
Tsitsipas has been
leave
there.
Sinner out of it. And remember, I said Sinner is the wild card, you know. Who else name you going to call? Who else name?
it should be
Zverev? Probably Zverev.
It should be.
Zverev
Tsitsipas-
wasn't there.
Yeah, he was there. He lost
Lost
earlier.
early.
Yeah.
Oh, so you saw him play?
I saw everybody play.
So the quality, wait, Tsitsipas
I
is
saw a
a
difference, brethren.
big difference.
Yes, yes.
Remember,
yes.
as he said, he's a special
Yeah,
correspondent.
yeah. But
Special.
it's just
Remember-
so- it's just
remember-
so when I went to US Open and I saw the top player live for the
Yeah.
first time, it was remarkable. It was
Yes.
something completely different than what we watch on the videos.
Yes.
Completely
The
different.
perspective
And,
is different.
Yeah, man.
And
way-
because I was
way
lucky
different.
enough to get different seating positions on the quarterfinals,
Yeah.
quarters, and then semis, and then in the finals. Now, we were not far from the Caliph, from the Shah.
Sheikh, the Sheikh.
You know, and as you can tell, I was appropriately dressed.
Yeah,
yeah, right.
All right, so make we see the French Open and Wimbledon
So
coming up.
your pick is Tsitsipas will step up for the rest of the year.
I've become a fan.
That's Tsitsipas.
All right.
I see
All right.
him.
All right.
Oh, also, can I just give congratulations on the recent Hubert Lawrence
We're going to touch on
tournament?
that now.
So
We're
could
going
I?
to- because you see like that question.
I was All right, so you go ahead first.
No,
You
you
go
said
ahead.
something about glass ceiling.
I want to
and
give
things.
congratulations to my brethren Odinga Mitchell on winning a tournament in Jamaica. I don't think Odinga has ever won in Jamaica before.
First in history.
Right, and I still, I mean, is a youth that I know
Gio.
long
Yeah,
and I've
Team
seen
Gio.
him. I've seen him trying to improve his game, and he's improved to the point where he actually won a tournament in Jamaica.
Yeah.
So congratulations to Odinga Mitchell,
Of course.
for winning the tournament.
Yeah.
You guys wanted to tell me something else?
No, you said something about glass ceiling. Yeah, I played that tournament and I lost early.
Yes.
I mean, I was thinking to myself, when last I lose this early?
I tell you something, you know.
The glass ceiling.
I was away in the Caliphate of Dubai,
Yeah.
and I got text messages, and I'm
Yeah.
saying, what is going on?
The last
Yeah.
time I lost in a round of 16 was,
Yeah.
was probably 2007.
Yeah.
And I was counting the years and I was like, wow, that is 18 years ago.
So-
But even so, I mean, I played a bad match, but I mean, my
It
opponent.
can happen.
Yeah, I know. My opponent deserved the victory.
Did you
He
know that
played well,
upsets
and he
are
played tactical.
easiest in the round before quarters?
What's that?
It's a statistical fact. Your upsets will happen in before the round of 16 because it's 3 sets, best of 3. You're just getting used to the conditions. I'm not making excuses for him.
Yeah.
He's a big man.
And a lot of times, you know,
Yeah.
you always face a tough match in the 16, and when you overcome that,
Yes.
smooth
You step
sailing.
up.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Smooth
We play
sailing.
tournaments. We know
Round
how
of
it goes.
16,
We know
yeah,
it goes.
yeah.
know
That's so it always.
Yes.
You always have that little tough match, and it doesn't even clear that one.
I didn't clear it. I didn't clear it.
So what was the score?
I got
What was the
clipped.
score?
I lost 3-1. I lost
Okay,
3-1,
so,
but I got clipped. Clipped early, but I mean, hats off to my opponent. He played to me a tactical match,
Good.
composed match. He didn't
Let's see if he
rush.
can maintain it
Yeah,
because
which is good. And
yeah.
good for table tennis in Jamaica
Yeah.
as well. And I mean, hopefully, he can gain a lot.
Well, Ken,
the
the fact of the matter is that
the
the association has taken a gamble. People like Dale Parham, and you have been somewhat marginalized because they have been giving a lot of these kids a lot more exposure than you, the top man in Jamaica, have been getting. These kids probably travel twice as much as you, if not 3 times. And so they're getting the exposure
Which is
because
good, though.
no, it's good. But the association, you have to understand something. Because you're a generous, blessed soul, you
sometimes.
don't make a lot of noise about it. And even when your friend, the coach here, stabs you in the back.
Yeah.
But the point is,
Anthony coming and
it is a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice.
I can't believe them doing this to me.
Yeah, but it's still a sacrifice.
As a shot to a shot.
And let's hope the kids will take advantage of the
But they're
fact
playing
that
good though. They're playing
they
good.
have been
And
given
I've seen
every
where-
advantage in the world.
And I've seen where they have
Yeah,
improved.
so it's good. Yeah,
I mean, on and off the table, the
Yeah.
demeanor, I mean, the way they approach the game, the level, the quality of team they're
Yeah.
playing, the shots they're going for. And I think with this push,
yeah.
they only can get better.
And we have to admit, this time the solution is not to draw for second caliber players in America and all those years, in my opinion. Try to develop your homegrown talent, and I'm talking to reggae boys as well. Develop your homegrown talent so that there is a scene here that people learn to play table tennis. What do you have to say about that, coach?
No, I agree. I always think that the local structure is more important. You know, you have to develop your local first. And, well, I think that's where all emphasis should be on.
Same thing with almost all sports.
Yeah, man, because you definitely you have to build your home before you can go outside.
Dance a yard?
Yeah, man, dance a yard before you dance abroad.
But I just hear you calling for Mason Greenwood as the second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ.
No, here why I'm
Or in my
calling-
case,
here
Mohammed.
Here I'm calling for Mason, based on the situation that we're in now. We don't have time for all of that. So we're trying to make a quick fix for a long-term solution.
So you're saying if you need to build, you need a Mason?
Huh? At this point in time.
That's a
I
joke in
agree.
the deal.
I agree.
You
I agree.
didn't get the point. You know, I'm going to 1,000 miles per hour for you guys.
Yeah. But so, you know, I agree. Is what for do what we have to do now. That's how I see it.
And we have a good core, a good young core, 4, 5,
But guys, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. When Carl Brown built the national team that dominated the Caribbean, it was based on a Boys Town team, don't?
Yeah.
And when Brazil dominated football, it was based on a Santos team.
Yeah.
And then the 80s team was based on a Corinthians team, something like that.
Yeah.
Germany was based on a Bayern Munich team in the 70s when they won the World Cup.
Spain, same thing. Barca
Spain
team.
was based on a Barcelona team.
Yeah.
Italy
So
and
why
UK
is the
and
model not? Why is the model not?
I think money
Why
has
is the
changed.
model not
Money has
to
changed
take
the
a
game.
Cavaliers team, and then inject the British steak and kidney pudding or whatever it is? You understand what I'm saying?
I get your point
Yeah.
now.
Why not? Why
So the
not?
core should
Wouldn't
be
that
that.
team have more structure?
Easily. But
Right.
if you recognize internationally, it's the same thing happening. Maybe the team in Brazil now, the club team in Brazil is better for Brazil, but they're not
Yeah.
doing it that way.
That's why Brazil losing.
But I
Yeah,
can tell you
exactly.
something, you know. I can tell you something. If I close my eyes and watch a Mexican team playing, it's still Mexico playing.
Yeah.
They have a style. They have a brand. Same thing with Spanish teams.
I think Mexico's still playing the same. I don't think so.
It's a little bit different now.
I think Mexico drop off.
But there was a time when Mexico used to come forward in droves and
yes,
go back
man.
in droves.
and pressure you.
Yeah.
Relentlessly.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think Mexico fall off as well. I think most
Well,
of the
certainly,
teams,
the US never got better, and yet the US is the best team in the region now.
the US fall off too. You wouldn't agree with that?
I think they're getting
results. US results are still there,
I
Bridget.
don't think that matter they're improving is that
They get to the results. They maintain the level.
the other teams dropping off.
The other teams
And usually
dropping
the
off.
Other teams like probably Netherlands dominate them or Portugal. I see they toe-to-toe like a Portugal.
But to answer your question, you know, guys, I feel we most can qualify. This can't be an opportunity that we
want
would
to
miss.
qualify.
We would miss this opportunity like crazy. Mason know him have no future in England set up.
heartbreaking.
Mason is not being a hero, no. Mason want to taste World Cup football.
What was a
even play
crime?
against England.
Mason Greenwood committed a crime.
Rape.
He got sentenced to prison or he got
I don't know the
probation.
full box
There's a
and
young
that.
lady
I heard some abuse and
who cried.
It's a Me Too movement. Was it?
Yes, it's a kind of a Me Too. And the problem is that apparently he and her had prior.
But this was his
run-ins.
girlfriend or his wife or something.
This is what I'm saying. So
My
they had
God.
prior run-ins.
Wrong country, Mason.
think-
You live in the wrong country.
And it's a Me Too situation.
Yeah, you live in the wrong
Country or
country.
not, I mean, I think that
For the
he was in the wrong though,
Yeah.
and
And him
I
just
don't think it's
asking.
too late to.
Apologize to say you're sorry.
But it seems as if
his
England would
career
never.
is
It's like he would never get another opportunity in England. Is it that?
That
was
is
it-
true. There's a stigma attached, and that's why he did a right thing to go to
Okay.
France. He did a good thing to go to France.
Spain before. And
Spain and then France. But he did the moves he made were right
he made a mistake
to recover his thing there.
Him own up to it and
Him recover his career.
yeah, on the level of on the field though, top tier.
Man doing well in France, I must tell you.
All right.
And he was doing well before too. So
So
the fact is, his levels to this thing.
Was a blessings then, right? That we get.
Sometimes, I mean,
That's a silver
sometimes the
lining.
road to Mecca is not straight through Damascus. I don't know why I'm being so philosophical.
I don't know where I'm coming from, but Dubai.
Anyway, I think once we get this year in the setup, we're good to go.
I hope that he can play on the pitches that we have.
Yeah.
So did you know these
We only have
Englishmen?
one pitch.
These Englishmen. No, that's not the point I'm making. These Englishmen do better away, statistically. Let's go look at it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Before we wrap up the football talk,
Yes.
what was interesting. All right, let's give us a little NBA rundown real quick because I see the Lakers and the Warriors. You know, the Lakers got Luka and LeBron is balling.
Yeah,
You know, everybody talking about the
Lakers
greatest
hard,
duo
The
in
team
history.
is
all of us.
flowing like fine wine,
I
brethren.
must say,
Luka and LeBron look revived.
He looks
yeah.
revived.
He's
He
playing
looks
off the
revived.
ball much better now.
Yes.
And Luka is doing all the creative work.
But that's what he needed.
Yeah.
And LeBron looked like him get a pep in him step
And
now.
I think this should boost NBA ratings as well.
For
Yeah,
me,
Yeah, the ratings is definitely
I'll be
up.
watching Lakers now.
Yeah.
Lakers
Yeah.
playing even a regular season match.
Yeah.
You want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody. OKC is the top team in the league and Cavaliers, but nobody
Yeah,
is
yeah.
excited about OKC.
And the reality is the reality. I know Charles Barkley don't agree, but I think he's just being stubborn. Him just being a LeBron hater because once Lakers got Luka, you know, all eyes is back on the NBA.
Yeah.
You start watching it again.
Luka is-
A lot of people.
I
gonna
can't
come.
tell when last I
And the
interested
thing
in.
about
yeah.
Luka is this: Luka play old school basketball,
True.
so it's still entertaining to watch.
All
Him have
true.
him like a show, but him in the post, him is not just a
Even
3-point
at Dallas,
shooter.
Even at Dallas, you wanted to watch Luka play.
Exactly
even
my
in the
point.
playoffs.
So-
But
with
no-
Luka and
So
LeBron
you
now,
guys, so you guys on the wagon at the Lakers?
I am on the
now?
wagon.
I'm not a
I'm sorry.
Wagonist.
I'm
a
signed up.
Lakers fan from
Oh,
day
you're a
one.
Lakers fan.
I left Lakers
Because of LeBron. So you're
And
back
I'm
now.
Oh, and people, you watch Primal. And people know I'm a Luka fan from. I've been
Yeah.
saying it for years.
I'm fully
now.
plugged in. I'm not telling a lie.
I'm back because of Luka. So
All
I'm
right.
not- I was on the wagon, but I was just coasting.
I'm,
You Wagonists know that
yeah,
jump on because
yeah.
of LeBron.
No.
I am
LeBron-
not offended.
You're not
I am a
offended.
wagonist.
I'm
No, I'm not telling a lie.
All right, so Lakers, you guys think Lakers can, with this team currently constructed, can win the title?
I have one thing to
I
say.
don't think they can win the title, but they can.
They're gonna go
definitely
far.
win the
I'd
title.
love
Make it
for them to win the
entertainment.
title.
It's gonna be entertainment.
Everybody like it's like Will Smith and Martin Lawrence to me.
Yeah.
It's Bad Boys 5. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, I love it.
All right, so,
love it.
all right, so we see the Thunder's leading, Lakers in second place currently, and Nuggets and the significant people,
West is-
Grizzlies.
the West is
What do you think about Memphis? Memphis is in the fourth, fifth
No
spot.
chance.
You don't think so?
No chance.
I think Memphis is gonna with John Morant. I think that kid is special. I think
He is special.
I don't
I
disagree
think
with
the
that
highlight
part.
reel.
Yeah.
He is special, but with the team set up around Desmond
it's too
Bain,
soft,
Derrick
soft.
Jackson,
Not enough size.
talk
Well,
about
anyway,
making nice,
I think we have about 17 games left in the regular season. 17, 18, 19. We're
That's
not
a lot
about
of
that
games.
point. No, man, I just quit that.
17 games?
Yeah, man. Remember they play like 3 games a week or 4. So within
Okay.
2-3 weeks, the playoffs start. But on the East, we see the
Just
Cavs
run away with it.
with a big team. But Cavs have size,
Cavs is deadly.
Yeah.
Jared Allen and Evan Mobley and Spider, Darius Garland playing all-star basketball.
Yeah.
It's definitely a team that could just walk through the. Can't walk through the East because
Boston
the defending
Celtics-
champions.
Boston Celtics is the number
Can't
2
make
spot.
noise. So with Boston defending champions, you'd have to say they are the favorites in the East.
New York Knicks is also, well, they're just pretenders now. We see that the Stars out.
No, it's just a small in. I think
Small
it'll
in,
go
but too small. I think it's
clutch.
too- I think it's
Fourth
too-
quarter, you'll be there. It's going to be tough. Bucks, Giannis. They get Kyle Kuzma, but with Damian Lillard and Bobby Portis. Yeah.
I think Lillard is a soft player as well.
I
Giannis is the best player over there.
Between Celtics and Cavs.
Celtics and Cavs in the East. I agree
The West, to me, is
100%.
tougher. And West, a lot of matchups.
Oh, you like Detroit finally back in the mix?
Sure, Kid Cunningham is a baller. Kid
Yeah.
Cunningham playing
Yeah.
legit basketball.
Yeah, man. And I watched Detroit play a couple of matches. Defensively, they're also good and sound. A decent team. You know, they're going to be like a second round team anyway. But so what you said, the Cavs and the Celtics, and in the West, you're going with the Nuggets and the Lakers.
I think the Thunder kind of young and they don't have that.
Shea.
Yeah, I don't think they have that experienced leader that who has been there, done and been through the battles.
Shea, you know, Shea is going to be MVP of the league. Shea Gillis.
I see Jokic. You see Jokic last night?
No,
2020?
no.
First 30-20
Shea is
game.
going to.
Hold up. You see last night,
Yeah,
third
third,
2020,
yeah.
first ever in the NBA.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Shea's going to get this. Shea's
It's
smooth
going to
like
be close.
Shea
In this
smooth.
15-game stretch going to the end of the season, if Jokic can put up more
You know,
triple
Shea,
doubles-
you know, to me, I think Shea probably is the best offensive player in the league right now.
Really?
Shea Gildas, yes.
definitely top 3.
Wow.
I don't see nobody.
Get in a bucket, I don't think you can stop him.
You cannot
Wow.
stop him. Shea, you haven't watched this guy,
No,
right?
I have not.
Alexander Shea Gildas.
Wow.
Yeah, from the
That show
Thunder.
you that I've not been watching
No, man,
basketball.
this guy is a
Yeah,
real deal.
he's the real-
That's
and,
amazing.
And he's not just shooting
To show you that
three-pointers.
it's close between him and Jokic for who's MVP. And I saw a poll last night where they had a survey vote, some 6,000 people who would be the MVP right now. And 7% of the people say Shea.
Shea.
That goes to show you that
Yeah, man, him smooth.
he's definitely in the conversation, probably
Yeah.
leading, but
He's leading because they're going to win the West. They have a big game.
and Thunder probably have the highest win margin ever for an NBA team. I think they're leading now, winning games by 12 plus points.
Yeah, man.
And that would be the highest margin.
Yeah, you need
So-
to watch the Thunders.
No, I have not.
They
Yes.
play good basketball.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
just all
Four-
three-point shooting. They
four-
play
which
good.
Which team have the Japanese guy that I was looking at the other day? Him
Well,
not
this-
getting any
this
minutes.
no-name
it's
game.
Memphis. I think it's
The Grizzlies?
His Grizzlies. Him not
Yeah.
getting no. Him not getting no
But
minutes.
Jamarant and the Grizzlies. But anyway, I think they're going to upset a couple of the teams
You
in
have
the
Shea
playoffs.
MVP.
Easily.
But because of what Thunder doing or what he's doing
No, man, I watch Shea play, man. This guy smooth like silk, man.
He is, but Jokic giving you
I
a
wanna.
triple-double.
I'm gonna make a note and go look for
Jokic
myself.
giving you a triple double.
Yeah, Jokic is going to be there. But, you know,
30,
they're going to say it's fatigue. Him get it all the time.
No, but yeah, probably that's why. But the level of playing,
No, man, Shea is the man.
No, Shea is good.
She's the
Don't get it
man.
twisted.
She's the man.
Guys, we're as you can tell.
Well, always running out of
And
time.
I
but-
want to just make a quick thing that where was it I was looking for? So remember, guys, the Beat the Schwab feature will be posted on the Primal Facebook
Yeah.
page. And will you guys be attending the match? The football match
Yeah,
Thursday?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I would definitely want to go.
All right, we shall look into it because you do realize that
Messi gonna be on the bench warming up, and
Messi will not be on the bench. It will be a no-go
no,
show.
I have people at the airport. They're going to tell me if I'm flying.
Ken,
or not.
if you're going to watch Messi, because I know you're a Messi fan,
No, I'm just for playing.
and I don't want to burst
You
your
can
bubble.
warm up and act going like him and go up on the
Mr.
field.
Messi needs some rest. He's not going to go unnecessarily. I
Come
saw
on,
a
he's up
press
too low,
conference.
he can warm
I
up
saw a press
15
conference with
minutes.
Speed, and Speed was saying that Messi has been resting so he can play against Cavaliers. Messi did not play, and that was at home in Miami, and they're already leading by two goals. Brethren,
why
do
Messi
you
come-
really think that Messi is going to come to
People
Jamaica?
them can make
I don't-
some money. The people
Yeah.
them outside the stadium and
Our
inside
money
the
is not no
stadium.
money. Why,
No,
yeah.
not
So
for
there's
Messi.
more
For,
hope
for
of-
us.
We would be better off if we had sold the home game back to Florida.
Come on,
the
Peter.
home and away. You understand what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what West Indies cricket do. Sell the home game back to them and collect the money.
So we have more chance of qualifying for the World Cup than Messi playing in the stadium.
Yes, I think so.
All right, people, are out of time. Wanted to speak about
Track and field.
mention about track and
But
field.
next
But
week,
we
the
say that for
corporate
next
champs
week. We
going
have
on.
champs coming up.
And corporate champs going on
Yeah,
now,
yes.
today.
That's Eastern champs, right?
No, corporate.
Corporate
yeah.
champs.
KC leading.
Yeah.
But we know we have the champs review
Yeah, the
preview
Eastern
coming up.
champs day before.
Yeah, it was earlier, I think,
Yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
So later in this month we have boys and girls champs. We have Grand Slam track early April. So we have a lot of track and field to talk about next week.
Will any of the runners run at Grand Slam?
Yeah,
I'm becoming very doubtful.
We'll
But
talk about
because
that next week.
Let's
I
remember.
was see Noah Lyles making some comments. You know him always.
I don't want to always be
foot in
the
the mouth.
cold shower, you know. You realize that. But
Well, Kishan will be there. These guys will represent.
We'll see. But we have some track and field to talk about next week and more football. But again, we have to wrap up the show right now.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So
way overtime.
So thank our usual listeners and the ones that join us for the first time today. They're in Western Jamaica, Fit FM 96.7, the Primal 4K app, Facebook, YouTube.
And for
world.
the people asking about the app, we're gonna fix the app soon. I really do apologize.
Yeah, man, we definitely have to get that back up and running.
And also, congratulations to Fit FM. I think they're having a 6th anniversary. And Fit FM has been a great partner for us, and it's great fun getting to know the people of Saint Trelawney.
Central.
That's a 16
Yeah,
point.
yeah, well, it's good for reach. Good for reach up in those areas.
All right, thank you, people. So, see you again next week, same time, same place.
Have a peaceful weekend. Peace from the Primal Decks.
We're out.